Welcome to the official Business and Lifestyle Legends podcast. Real life stories, exciting interviews, and a lot of knowledge to change your life. And here is your host of today's episode, Ben Schneider.
Welcome to this episode. Today our guest is Thorsten Wittmann. Thorsten is a finance guru, very talented man in finance author, speaker, self-made multimillionaire. And he's founder of the Klartext community, which means in English like real talk community with more than 100,000 people in it. He's a language genius also. He's speaking German, English, Spanish, Portuguese, and French. And of course, real talk. So at first, if you want to learn more about Thorsten, or which is maybe also interesting, passive income, then follow Thorsten on his YouTube channel. Just type in Thorsten Wittmann and follow this guy. So welcome, Thorsten, and welcome to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here. So looking forward to a very interesting talk.
Great. This will be awesome. 30 minutes. So if you want to learn something about smart passive income, then you're definitely on the right spot right now. So Thorsten, what was your journey? How did it came that you were doing that smart passive income things? And because at first, I think it's very hard to generate passive income if you don't have money. Is that correct?
Well, let's say I started in a very normal way. I was just like a normal guy. I was just motivated and open, which I think are characteristics you really need to get better in what space, whatever. So I was just motivated to improve my life. So my most important value in life is freedom. So, and I knew, okay, I have to do something about it. And I knew, okay, I would need money for it. So, and that's why I started. I had in the beginning, I don't know, some 100 Deutsche Mark, like the former currency before we had the euro. So that's where I started. I was just motivated and I thought, okay, I started with personal development as well. I started with financial intelligence more and more. I was curious about to learn it. So, and then I started in the beginning as a financial advisor. So in the private sector. And I just wanted to learn more. I wanted to improve my life, the life of others, and I got better and better and better. And what I found out afterwards, you really can learn financial freedom. It's something you have to train and to practice. Like when you learn how to drive a car, it's not like you go into the car and then you can go directly to the Formula One because it's so easy and you don't have to learn anything about it. It takes some time. You need some weeks, some months. And actually, to be a real good driver, you need some years, and it's the same as finance. So you need at least the basic, the theory and practical experience, so you're more or less secure. But still, you can have accidents. So that's happening. Especially in the first 1-2 years, you will have the probability you have an accident with a car is comparatively high. So, and it's getting lower and lower and lower. It's the same as finance. So it's just most people are practicing how to drive a car because they want to go from A to B all the time. Most people every day. With finance they do it rarely, or actually most people never do it. They trust the bank, they trust advisors from insurance companies, etc., which want their best, and that's usually the money in first place, And if they have real good products, maybe, but very often not, and that's the problem. So what I'm very often saying to my community, you are your best advisor. So you have to learn it. I mean, if you learn how to drive a car, if you learn other things, people put much more energy about where they will have their next vacation, So why not doing the same as finance? Because we need it every day until the rest of our lives. So it's a good idea to learn it. And that's where I just recognized also there are different areas you have to learn. Passive income is one of the areas, and it's not one of the first. So that's the problem of a lot of people, because passive income sounds great, so I never have to work again. So it's a little bit, it's a variety of how to get rich quickly, but
Yeah, it sounds like that beach life.
but that doesn't work. And it's like the wrong focus. It's like just the phrase, how do I, it's like always about me, it's about I, how do I get rich quickly? So, and that's already the problem, because nobody's interested that you get rich quickly. The people are interested that you solve the problems. So, and if you focus on that, that's a big shift. And that means also, okay, you have to do something about it. You have to be an expert, or you have to be a problem solver. And that changes a lot. So it's like, for example, in our community, I try to solve problems. So if I solve a problem which has a value of, let's say, 100K or 1 million, for example, so of course I can charge for this. So, but if I'm just resolving a problem for $100, then I have a problem to charge something high, of course. So, and that if you have a higher value, if you resolve some really big problems, it's way easier, and that's the real foundation on the long term to make a lot of money.
So the first nugget out of that interview, I think, is you need to get into the driver's seat of your own financial freedom. So nobody's doing that for you. You cannot. I don't like to say you can't. Any financial advisors out there or something like that, but they will charge you if they give you some tips or anything. And at first, I think what you meant was that you need to have the mindset that you can do it. You need to educate yourself for your financial freedom, because nobody is doing that for you, right?
Right, definitely. And mindset, that's like the first discipline you have to handle, because if you don't have the right mindset, so there won't come out anything interesting, very good on the long term. Maybe short dated a little bit. On the long term, definitely not. So that's where you have to take care of. And like the most important things is what is happening here. That's what I said also in the beginning, to be open, really to try to learn it, to get better, to be the best of yourself. How to serve people, how to reach a lot of people. That's like basically that's my primary question every day. How can I reach a lot of people? How can I change their life? How can I spread also some more love in this world? So, and other people will recognize it. And if your primary question is like, how do I get rich quickly? Also, people will recognize it. So, and there's a lot of the mindset. So it's very good to think about the mindset. What's happening here? The subconscious mind. What are my core values? If core values, for example, money, that will be tough because it's all about money. So, and money, by the way, is not happiness. So money is more freedom, and freedom is not happiness. So they can relate to each other. They can help each other, but it's not the same. You can be a billionaire and very unhappy. So, and there are billionaires which made suicide, for example. So it's not about money, everything. And take care of your values, about your belief system. So like most people actually subconsciously don't like money. So they want money, but subconsciously they don't want it. So that's like all the time a big fight. So it's very important to reflect, okay, what am I really thinking about money? As a good exercise, for example, money is. So what comes into your mind when you're thinking about money? So in which way do you think bad about money? Like what I recognized when I reflected these questions, for example, I thought like the financial system, if you take a look on it, it's not very fair. There's a lot of money printed. It goes to the rich people, which have already, and they get more money and they get more power. So if you're really into the financial system, it's not very fair what's going on there, because it's made to serve like the rich and powerful people actually. So, and if you really know more about it, you might think, oh yeah, money is like bad. Take a look on the system. Or if you think about, okay, like most rich people are greedy bastards, for example, there are no good people who have a lot of money. So, and that's our own story, what we think about money. We got of the culture, maybe from our parents, wherever. So it's very important to reflect about it, because money is not good or bad. Not at all. It's not both of them. It's just if we make it positive, to attract maybe more, what we can do. But money is money. It's not positive or negative. It's like a knife. you can kill somebody with a knife, or you can make a delicious meal. It's not the fault of the knife, you know. It can be the both, like, the same knife, you know. So it's all about the people, how they use it. We can do awesome and great things with money, and we can do horrible things and enslave people, you know. So, but it's not the problem of money. It's human made. So that's very important to understand. And how do we think about money? And every negative belief of money will stop that we don't have the access to money. So that's first step is awareness, and then also then we think about, okay, actually money, you know, is not bad, and if we think more positive about it, so our actions will be different. We will not manipulate ourselves, which we do if we think subconsciously bad about money. And you know, like, money is just for the rich people, so of course never anybody poor could have a richer life, for example, you know, and that's our own excuse. That's all in the mindset. So it's very important to think about this and think about, okay, what is money for me, and where are my negative beliefs about it?
Definitely. So this is a 100% mindset game, and it's like on the social media platforms. So Facebook itself is not bad. Facebook is, for example, it was a blank paper. People made Facebook what it is today. They are putting, I don't know, naked pics or anything there, and others are liking that. That's the same with money. So money itself, what you said, is not bad or good. It's just a vehicle to do something with it. You can spend it for cars, or you can spend it for helping people. So, but definitely, if you don't have money, you cannot do anything with it. That's maybe a little game changer. So you definitely need to have money. Have you experienced any difference between Germany, for example, and Paraguay, where you're living at right now? Is there a difference between the mindset of money? So Paraguay, I think it's a very poor country.
It's poor in a financial way, more or less. I would say it's very rich in happiness. Paraguay is one of the happiest countries in the world, at least after
study. Interesting point.
Yeah, it's always in the top 10 usually. So a very interesting country. Also, like, well, I'm a South America fan, so before that was like on my vision board, which I can highly recommend everybody. Okay, make a vision board. So yeah, your subconscious mind has the pictures. It says exactly what you want to have in life. For example, like, first on my vision board was South America. I had like Machu Picchu picture over there. I was like dreaming to go to South America. I just felt it somehow. I really would like and appreciate it. Also, like, a long time before I've been there, and so I got to know this continent. I fell in love with this continent and the amazing people, and the financial mindset is definitely worse. And I think, like, for most people, actually, also in Germany or in Europe, also the US, like, still most people don't have a healthy mindset with money, and they don't have really a high standard of financial education. So it's not like, wow, it's really awesome there. It's already on a low level, but it's even worse in South America. So, and as you can see, also, like, people, they have in general a very negative mindset. For example, then when I made the first time with my Argentinian spouse, like the 120 belief phrases we have in our coaching program, I was like really amazed about what she's thinking about money, from South America. I've never actually, like, honestly, she was the first person from South America which I made this exercise, and I was like actually shocked because it was the first profile I've ever seen, So it was just like really a lot of negative beliefs about money, and it's just like hard, and that's how most people react, and so they don't have much very often, and they don't do much about to change it because they don't have access like so easily to more information. But still, at least it's changing, and that's the good thing of also Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You get a lot of education actually basically for free, and that's awesome, and information which was not possible before. And so, but at the same time, especially in South America, people have more access to their own emotions. So that's why they're also happier. You know, they're not hiding their emotions. Okay, I have to be like this, and you know, like Europe, everything is more separated. You know, this is my food, and that's your space, and this is mine. You know, and don't come here. It's a little bit like this, you know. And South America is also more like a touchy culture. Like Spain is also more a little bit like this, but South America is even more than Spain. So, and well, I really love it. I think there are awesome people in general, but also then sometimes it depends on the country. But like, for example, I'm at the moment in Brazil. Also like Venezuela is a very extreme example. So where people, if there's a big chaos, and they don't have access to money, for example, then they have also more access to emotions in a bad way, you know, like violence, for example, etc. But it's not like, in South America in general, it's no big deal. Like I'm here for 3 months in Brazil. You should know the rules a little bit, what to do and what not to do during night, but it's no problem at all. It's like amazing continent, so I'm very happy here.
For example, in Brazil, to not move into the favela or something like this.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's not particularly that like dangerous. Actually, you know, it's just that it depends which favela, and there are even where you can go.
Yeah,
or you can I never did because, for me, it would be strange. But like, if you're out here, okay, like in the night, better taking taxi or an Uber. So not to walk too long. It's just a better idea in general. But usually,
especially at night,
like you will be killed on the street all the time or something. No, it's like it's just
no. What was the final reason? Why did you move from Germany to Paraguay? Because a lot of people would say Germany is a great country. We have all that insurance and all that kind of stuff. Why did you move?
For me, like I just thought what I really want to do in life, and I think that's like to think about, okay, what is my personal dream? How do I want to live, and not to be okay with mediocrity and have some security, whatever it is. I think now post-COVID, very interesting situations. And also the labor situation will change dramatically in the next years. And a lot of people will lose their job, which have no clue of that already today. So there is no real security anyway. So the best security is always if I trained myself, if I know what to do, if I have financial intelligence, if I can, it can be, for example, I know a lot about marketing. I know a lot about sales. So if I know sales, I can practically sell everything. Like if you know about real estate, you can with one sale you can do like $3,000, $5,000, no problem. But you need to know how to sell it. So and if you know that, you can do it. If you don't know it, you cannot do it. If you always, like most people, trust always to the social system, to the governments, which actually are doing politics against the people, just to think about it, if you really see what's going on. And so the more important security is always you and what you can do. And and somehow I got this already quite early in my early 20s, and I was open to do what's necessary for it. So I just worked, but not like to work or for money. I worked for my freedom. So I always thought, does this make sense? And will it bring me where I want to go? And I tried a lot of things. I was like into, how do you say, like multi-level marketing, I tried it. So it can be an interesting vehicle. It was not for me. So, but I tried it. So I was open, and after some months, okay, that's not mine. Next thing. And like actually from the vehicles I tried, most didn't work, but then in the end more and more things worked, and that's how more money came in. My mindset became better, my belief system about money became better and better and better, and so my financial life became better and better. So actually financial intelligence, and if you train it all the time, if it's just like 10 or 15 minutes a day, maybe 30 minutes, it will change your life forever. It's like driving a car every day for 30 minutes. After some years, it's the easiest thing you can think about. And like for me, okay, after 15 years, but like earning money for me today is like really easy. It's like driving a car. So if you do, okay, I have to do this, and then there will come money, and I know it will improve also the next years because I'm getting better and better and better. That's awesome if you don't have to think about money. But you have to start. And, it's like the beginning is the toughest time. You put a lot of time and effort into it, and you don't see a great result. But if you feel like you're growing already, your decisions are better, okay, this didn't work, but let's try this. This worked, and you try new stuff, and then you just repeat it, and it's getting better and better and better.
Yeah, definitely agree 100%. We are definitely on the same page with that. I also tried the network marketing stuff and built hundreds of websites and sold ebooks and everything you can imagine. And step by step, you see, this is not working. This is not working. This is not working again. Oh, this is working a little bit. So go more in this niche. And I think people should definitely willing to fail because it's not working without a failure. So I do not know anyone who has started his first business and that was running great and he became a billionaire or a millionaire. I don't know anybody of them. Every guy has a lot of failure and was improving step by step. So definitely, guys, do not be afraid to fail. Definitely. So let's talk about how to generate money, how to earn money, because you are the money making guy. So you told us it's easy for you to make money. Okay. If I'm right now, I'm not sure, 25 years old, I have $5,000 in my bank account, and I'm willing to do everything which is needed. What would you recommend to me?
Okay, well, there's a lot to say actually about it, but I try to summarize maybe the most important stuff. So I think
we have some time left. So,
but 5K. I mean, you can invest a little bit. So try a little bit maybe with cryptocurrencies. I think like for a young guy, this might be interesting to know more about it. But the most important thing is to invest in ourselves. I don't know how much, but 200K, 300K I invested into myself. And, I got it back multiple times. So, and still you're getting better and better and better. So reading books, courses, masterminds or coachings, I learned a lot. You get to know a lot of interesting people, especially with coachings and masterminds. They're very helpful, maybe for the rest of your life. So I met like amazing people, which brought me back way more money. I invested already like in the first year, way more money than I invested in masterminds, and I have all the knowledge, and all the people. So that's the important thing. And like really, for me, I would say to work hard and smart, both together. A lot of people, there are a lot of people also that actually don't really work, but there are other people that work very hard, which is good. So you could be more successful. Probably you will have more money, but not necessarily, because just working hard doesn't make you rich. I think that's obvious. But if you work smart, so like I said, for example, so okay, what do I have to learn to have 10 times more money? That's one of my main questions. That's what I recommend somebody. I think it's not in the long term harder to have 10 times more money than 10% more money. So most people think about, okay, I have like, let's say $2,000 every month. Would be nice to have 10% more, 2,200, And I mean, that's nice. So you can spend a little bit more, you can have a better hotel in vacation, or you can save $200 more, which I would recommend as well. So to invest it completely and let the living standard the same. But I mean, like, does it really transform your life? No. But if you would have 10 times more income, that would transform your life. If you have not like 2,000, you have 20K every month. So you can spend actually basically 4K every month. You can double your everything what you're spending. So you have a better life. But and at the same time, you can invest in yourself, or like doing investments like crypto or like gold, silver, stocks, whatever. And you can save like 16K. So would that make you richer and easier becoming a millionaire, for example, and having passive income if you put that like after some months into a real estate, which gives you maybe like $500 or $1,000, whatever, you know, and you have like already a nice passive income. And what I can highly recommend, because most people, what they do, they get more money and they spend also way more money. So, and you know, it's like a golden rat race, you know. It's like if you have 20K and let's say, okay, 19K you spend and you're $1,000 you're saving, okay, that's nice. So, but still you're in a rat race. Also, if it's made of gold, you know, it's still a rat race. So, and other people are smarter and they say, okay, I have 20K, I'm fine with 5K. So, and 15K they put into their future, and that's very smart to do that. And also to think about, okay, 10 times more money. What do I have to do? And that means also you have to leave your comfort zone. You have to do something completely different, because there is no way with the same technique and strategies that you will have 10 times more money, you know, like with that what you've done before. And, you know, I asked myself also when I switched my business, because I was in a financial area, I was not happy with it. So I hated it going to my office. So after a while, so I always worked from home and just for meetings in the office. So and I asked myself, okay, I have to do something else, because I could just do something which I really love. So, and I switched it. So I had to start like more or less from beginning. It wasn't a financial area, but like completely different. Now as financial author, that was the foundation of our community today. And I had to learn that complete in a new way. And at that time, there was nobody out there doing something similar which I'm doing today. You know, in the meantime, there are some financial and money communities, but during that time, you know, it was like 2010 when I started, there was nobody. And, you know, and this I can highly recommend, because that's like a system which really can transform your life. Because if you think about it, if you install this system, which I will introduce now to finish this question, it's like really, really powerful. I recognized afterwards, I didn't know it 2010, but I recognized afterwards that automatically, in a way, I did it. And that's the reason why I love what I do as well. And I get a lot of money with it. So, and that's called the Ikigai system. That's from Japan, Ikigai, you know. So Ikigai. So search for it. It's very like in your like Ikigai German or English, whatever. And you know, basically, if you take a look and if you install these 4 areas in your life. So if you're young, for example, so think about what are your passions in life. So choose the 3 most important passions. Then afterwards, your 3 biggest talents you have. So what are you really good at? You know, which you can do very easily, for example. So, and that was actually exercise. I did like maybe like 2009, 2010 or something. That's how I created my job from today, which actually doesn't exist. You cannot learn anywhere. So like financial author, international community, and traveling the world at the same time, you know. So, but it was just thought, okay, that would be that are my what I'm really good at in general, you know, that are my talents inside this job, and I really love to do that. So it was just like, wow, that would be so awesome, you know. And I had no clue how to do it. It was just not existing, you know. I just had an office in a like more actually small town and in Germany, and yeah, so that's it. So, but then I thought, wow, that would be amazing. So, and that's also the reason, of course, then I became curious of the internet, and I learned what I could learn about it, you know, and that every year it got better, but still, like, the first almost 3 years, I didn't make really money with it. I put a lot of time and effort into it, and after like 2 or 3 years, I had like 100 euros a month. So it's not like how financial freedom looks like, but then it started, and I learned there was actually basically, and sometimes it can be a course which you adapt into your life, because it was just a course, about online marketing, and I implemented it, and then suddenly from 100K, and I just implemented this course, I had suddenly 1,000, which is like 10 times more. So, and 1 year later, I had like 10,000K a month. And so I thought, oh wow, that's like working better and better and better. So, and I asked myself also constantly, how can I get 10 times more money? I do it even today. So, and I know it will be. So, and I'm looking really forward to it as well. So, because more opportunities, more cool people to know, more fun in life also. So I hope this.
Yeah.
And also like the Ikigai system, which has also, but to finish the story, but also then, the passions, the talents, and also, what is the, how can you make money with it, with combining this, and then the fourth area. So the fourth area of Ikigai. So, and if you think about it, it's, it's about creating your dream work actually. And that's, and you have to create it first mentally. That's the most important thing. So, and then seeing, what do I have to do afterwards? Because I didn't have any clue how to do that, but I found the way because I was just open, curious, and motivated. So the fourth area is what is the sense behind it? So why is it important that you do it? What's the higher purpose of your work? So, for example, in my case, a lot of people suffer because of money. Most people do things they don't like or even hate because of one thing, and that is money, And that gives me the drive, to continue also when it's hard, if things are not working, which is, of course, also today very often the case. But, I'm kind of used to it. It's normal. And, it's like, just like the problem has, like, before it was like a problem, and I had like a $1,000 bill for repairing the car, and today it would be just like it's nothing. Today there are other problems which are actually not that real big problems anymore. So, and that's if you get money.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for sharing that story with that. Zero money, $100 a month, $1,000 a month, because people are always thinking, oh, wow, this guy is awesome. He had that overnight success, and there is no freaking overnight success, guys. It's always a long run. Okay. A lot of people, I see that, guys, too, these 17, 18, 20-year-old marketing guys today. Yeah, that's possible during the internet with having a YouTube channel, doing a TikTok account, and creating millions of followers. This can happen these days. 15 years ago, this was not possible like that. But this is also no overnight success. Also, these guys are recording every day a video, answering their questions and comments and all that kind of stuff. So definitely there is no overnight success. And that was the interesting point while you shared the story with that. You had 3 years, zero, and then $100 a month, etc., like that. And it's interesting because not everybody of our listeners is an entrepreneur. A lot of people are just in their jobs, and maybe, as you mentioned, they are struggling. And if you are an entrepreneur and successful entrepreneur, then you're thinking about and realizing how was your life before you got successful, not before you got an entrepreneur, before you got successful. And then you're thinking about, hey, would I work for, as example, $1,500 a month today? No, I wouldn't. So because it's freaking small amount of money per month, 1,500, but other people are going every day in their work, and they hate their job, and it's, as you mentioned, it's not that hard to make $2,000 a month or euros or anything like that. You just know how to do it. You need the tools, the vehicles to do it. And this is also, I think, what you're training in your community,
yeah,
right?
Of course, we are training like all the all the steps necessary to have financial success. And it's not just one thing. It's about improving the mindset. It's about knowing the financial system. It's how to create passive income, which is regularly not the first step, because you need time and or money to create it. And also how to save taxes legally, like for people who are interested, maybe having a plan B or moving to a nice place where it's always warm and cheaper, for example. There are some good places in South America. What are interesting investments, making more money is also a big topic, of course. So, and if you train these areas, you will get better and better and better, That's like, financial freedom is a little bit like a marathon. So you need patience. You have to go on. It hurts, but it will go away. And if you reach it, it's just awesome, So if you just have before you suffered because of money, and afterwards it's just okay, and life's good because you don't have to care about it. So that's awesome. So, and have this vision and really be motivated and do something for it. So, and like when my friends often were partying, like I was also partying before, like until like 2021, there was a mind shift in my life, and then I recognized, okay, there is more in life we can do, and I didn't want to continue with mediocrity in life, so which I had before, and I was suffering. It was hurting, yeah. So that was not the life I wanted to continue. So I was very like a nice personality, but I was a very shy person as well, and I had like problems basically in every aspect of my life. I was just motivated to change that. So, and yeah, I just did, and I thought, okay, let's see long term. Actually, I wanted to be within some years. I wanted to be a millionaire when I decided that. I didn't reach it. I reached it later, but. It was for me the motivation. So I have like really high goals, high standards, and then okay, if there's at least a chance you can meet them, and if not, then will be a little bit later. Hey, it's still okay. Maybe if you're not like a millionaire in the next 3 years, but maybe in 5 years, in 7 years, or 10 years, I think that's fine. But if you have that standard and okay, I really have to do something for it, you will improve your results a lot. And if people say, okay, I'm fine if I have a decent pension when I'm 67, for example, yeah, then you will have it. Okay, awesome. If that's a dream life, whatever, do it. Like mine, it was not. It was like in the early 20s, and I thought, okay, I don't want to have like, I don't want to retire with 60 or 50 or 40. I thought like 30, okay, but actually I would like to have it before. That was the mindset. And of course I had to do something with it. And my friends often go partying, and I was in my office and I got that shit done, and then sometimes I came back like Sunday morning, like it was all Saturday when others were partying, and they were coming back at 5 or 6 in the morning, me as well, but from office. I was tired. I was just done, and I slept like 2 or 3 in the afternoon Sunday, and did do nothing. I started again on Monday. I mean, you don't have to do it. I mean, I can understand if you don't do it. If you say, okay, I'm fine also, like, I need a little bit more time for myself, etc. But that was my way. I was motivated to change, and I don't regret.
I think every people can have its own life, but if they're not willing to do anything, it's okay. But they should stop complaining. I think that's a big difference. People are complaining because they do not have their dream life, but they are not willing to do something for their dream life. I think that's my problem with a lot of people. If they are not complaining, if they say, hey, it's okay, $2,000 a month, I'm fine with it, it's all good.
Yeah.
But if you're complaining, then you get a problem.
And still, but I think there can also, like, it doesn't have to be the fast lane. You still can do it like on the long term. If you're smarter, if you're just learning the right things, life will improve a lot, And still, it's a difference, the financial intelligence, which we can have also in the long term, and implement in the long term. It doesn't have to be like quick, I understand completely. But still, that's the difference if you have in our pension, for example, 200,000 euros or 1 million even, It just like if you do it a little bit smarter, because we have smarter investments, we don't trust the wrong people. So I just can say, don't trust banks, don't trust insurances, and don't trust politicians. Just don't do it, because they won't take care of you just for your basic needs. They will take care, more not. So, and the rest you have to do by yourself. So, and if you're just smart and learn that stuff, which is today easier than ever before, then your financial life will improve a lot. So, and if you don't do it, if you feel like a victim and life is so hard and it's so unfair, and okay, do it. It's your decision. It's up to you.
Yeah, definitely. And that leads us
different cards,
at the end of that.
But I didn't have money as well. I had like some 100 Deutsche Mark when I started, So I could have said, okay, I'm not rich, so it's like life is hard and whatever. I was very shy, so it was not the best prerequisites, And it was like the first work experience were frustrating as well. So it was not like, okay, yeah, obvious, yeah, there will be created something really big. And, in my environment, there was nobody which was really successful with money. Nobody, I don't know. It was just like suddenly a mind shift, and I was always open, and then I learned more about personal development. It's more and more possible, and I thought, okay, let's do that. And I started and kept going, and then I recognized getting a little bit better and better and better. And I thought, okay, like earlier I was reading, for example, Stephen King books, okay, which you can do, and I just don't. But I'm not sure if it will give you the mindset and the energy you need for big things, And then I just read things about marketing, sales, money and finance, personal development, communication, and life got better and better. Everything in life got better. So that's awesome. So we are creators. So if you really understand this, if you really understand that we are powerful creators, then your life will completely change if you act after this belief.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, nobody is caring about you, especially the government, etc. That leads us back by the end of this episode right now to the beginning of the episode, where we were talking about you are in the driver's seat of your own life. So you have to take care for your life. You're responsible for your life. So definitely we are on the same page. You need to educate yourself. If it's financial freedom stuff, marketing stuff, or anything else, you need to educate yourself. Thorsten is definitely helping you with that. So I recommend you to subscribe his YouTube channel. Go on YouTube, type Thorsten Wittmann, and subscribe his channel. Follow this guy because he has really valuable videos on YouTube. It's for free there, and it has never been easier to educate yourself as in these days. So Thorsten, thanks for sharing your story. It was a great interview, a lot of value in it. Do you want to say anything at the end of that interview?
Yeah, of course. Like I usually say like, you're the creator of your life. So, which I said like just 2 or 3 minutes ago, but it was like my most powerful message which transformed my life when I really understood that, and then really started implementing all these things. And I think like financial intelligence is so underestimated. So if you just are used to do everything a little bit about your dream life, and the reward is amazing, and life is getting better and better and better, and that's really awesome. So unleash your inner creator also in the outside world. You will see there's so many things to learn. There's life can be amazing also during these times. I understand life are quite tough, but what we will see in the next years, some people will suffer a lot, and other people, they will thrive. And I hope you will be one of the last ones, and you will be also spreading some lights on this world, which we need like more than ever before. So, and thank you very much for the interview. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks, man. Thanks for being here. And Please also subscribe our channel, and we will be happy if you're with us in the next episode. This was Ben with Thorsten Wittmann. Thanks, guys. See ya. Bye-bye.